Good morning. Last week we introduced our newest innovation stack at For Me Connect in Amsterdam, using private AIs to become more efficient and effective. So what are the concerns regarding public AIs? Well, once you send data, it is basically out of your hands. Second very important argument is the lack of enterprise-specific knowledge. A public AI do not have any information related to your specific application configurations, your specific processes, your cloud system architecture, your existing knowledge sources, and so on, and so on, and so on. Our first goal was how can we incorporate multiple existing knowledge sources that exist in your enterprise, and how can we effectively find information. Keyword search is often very unsatisfactory. Our second use case is we want to provide configuration assistance. So the model gives you the configuration steps for a certain use case, including the links to the original documentation and configuration items, cancelling out many boring tasks like finding documentation and searching for specific information. All our AI models in relation to the For Me demo environment are trained on the specific For Me demo configuration and based on the For Me development updates. So let me go to For Me configuration and the paraphrase model. So let's pretend I'm new at Widget Data Center and I want to know how do I acquire a new Unix server. The automator sends the question to a paraphrase model. The paraphrase model understands the intent behind the question, queries the knowledge bases, and brings up an article. So, the question was how do I get a new Unix server with a typo. The original article is what steps are involved to acquire a new Unix server. So it understood the intent behind the question. Huh? It then brings up the link to the specific workflow from your application configuration. It then shows the different phases. So we have an approval phase, we have an order phase, and we have a receipt phase. This is exactly what we have here in the workflow. It then tells you the workflow does not include the setup of the server. For the setup of the server, please use that request template. So let me now go to the second use case. The second use case builds on the first one. However, it doesn't query existing knowledge bases and brings up an existing article. It produces the answer. So let me register that. So I use the vector database and the JAMA model. So I told you it is trained based on the For Me development updates. So here we have the For Me development updates. So let me go to a newer one. Let me pick probably that one. So what do we have here? Emergency contact. Quick request registration from an agile board. That is a very, very cool function. So let me enter the question. How can I quickly register a request from an agile board? Question mark. So at the end of the day, it tells you the exact configuration steps, the configuration items, and the links to the original data source. So let us check the answer. In the For Me application, you can quickly register a new request from an Agile board without navigating away from the board by adding the Add New Request button that has been added to the Agile board views. Simply locate the Add New Request button on the Agile board interface and click on it to create and register a new request seamlessly within the context of the board. So look how beautiful that answer is. And as I said, at the end of the day, you will get links to the original documentation. And that one is, let me check that, is exactly, it is exactly that data source. So if you want to have more information, please get in touch with Stefan. Thank you very much.